Hello Pelican Sound, I'm your head golf professional Tim Harris. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about pace of play and etiquette on the golf course. You may remember our new member Ian McDivitt from a previous video. I've been getting some comments from some members that while they play with Mr. McDivitt, he's a little bit of a deliberate player and is not very good at pace of play and is a little slow out there. So I've agreed to play a few holes with Mr. McDivitt, see if we can give him some advice and help him learn how to play ready golf and to have an acceptable pace of play on the golf course, because we know how important that is, especially at a club like ours where we're doing close to 400 rounds a day. So I want you to join me and Mr. McDivitt as we go out there on the golf course and try to help him out and play at an acceptable pace. I think we're going to have a little bit of fun. Come on with us. All right, this should be good. This is the first hole of the Lakes course, so we'll go ahead and get ready to play and look forward to seeing how you do out there, Mr. McDivitt.
All right. You normally take driver on this hole? That's crazy.
I'm teeing off right now, Mr. McDivitt, so you can ask me that after I hit, okay?
That was a nice shot.
Thanks. Are you ready to go?
Oh.
Yeah, you're playing the same tee, right, Mr. McDivitt?
Yeah, the blue?
Just a little advice. When I was up there hitting, you should have already had your club out. You should be ready to play.
Okay.
So that after I'm done, you can go ahead and tee off. So, you don't need to be sitting there in the golf cart watching me hit. You can get ready to play, okay?
Okay. All right. Forgot my ball.
So Mr. McDivitt forgot his golf ball. Having your equipment ready to go, that's one of the things with pace of play that's going to help Mr. McDivitt. I noticed there that, not only were you not ready after I hit my shot, but you didn't have your glove on, you didn't have your club ready. You took probably a little bit too much time with practice swings,
Okay.
kind of over the ball. We want to try to feel like we are ready to go when it's your turn to hit. Try to, have things ready to go. Ready golf is all about being able to play when it's your turn. So I was done hitting my shot.
Yeah.
You should have been right up there with the club in hand, with your glove on already, had the tee out, so that after I hit my tee shot, you can just go ahead and tee off, and you're ready to go. So maybe take a little less time over the ball. One practice swing is what I always recommend for everybody. Even if you don't want to take a practice swing, that's great. But one practice swing, ready to go, and that's going to save us a lot of time. So let's head on out to the fairway and see what we can do with our next shot. Okay. Well, I appreciate you using the 90-degree rule there, Mr. McDivitt.
Yeah.
So that was from our last video, and you seem to remember that. That's very good. Looks like it's your shot, so you're ready to go here.
All right.
Pretty big divot there, so we're going to fill that in with sand. There you go. I want you take me over to my ball, but once we get there, I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe a little different order of play, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. McDivitt, you see my ball here, which was pretty much parallel to where your ball was.
Yeah.
I think what you could have done to help speed up play is you could have dropped me off at my ball first, then I could have gotten my club ready to go, and then you could have proceeded over to your ball. So when you hit, then I could be ready to go. I've got my club, I've got my yardage already figured out. If you would have dropped me off first and then go over to your ball, I could have hit. And then by the time you got to your ball, you could have gone. And it would have been a lot more efficient. It saves a lot of time. I also noticed that you parked your cart here in the rough.
Yeah.
So as you know, as part of our 90-degree rule and trying to drive the carts in the fairway as much as we can, we try not to park in the rough if we don't have to. So there's plenty of room over here behind me in the fairway. Just try to remember to park your cart in the fairway, drive your cart within the fairway, and try not to drive in the rough, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'll go ahead and hit here, and then we'll get up towards the green. So, you know, once again, distractions when I'm about to hit, you know.
I just
wait
wanted
till
to
after.
move it.
All right. Mr. McDivitt.
Yeah.
See your shadow right here, how it's right in my line of putt? If you don't mind, maybe you could stand a little bit more behind me so I don't see your shadow there.
Okay.
Thank you. So, Mr. McDivitt, I noticed where you parked the cart back here. If you'll
Yeah,
see
it's
that,
on the cart path.
you're on the cart path, which is great. The flag is still a little bit ahead of us there. A good tip for pace of play to help is to always park your golf cart at least flag high or pin high of whichever green you're on. And the reason for that is that when people are walking off the green, there's generally someone behind you ready to hit up. So if you're parking at the flag or beyond the flag, it's a lot safer place to be. You know, let's say the people behind us are hitting their shot and we're walking back towards them where our cart is parked. Well, there's a better chance that we could get hit by a golf ball.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is that once we walk off the green, we don't have to record our score while we're sitting here. We can just get in our cart, drive to the next tee, and that's where we can mark down our score. So it keeps things moving, and by parking up by the flag or beyond the flag, keeps us safe. All right, let's go to the next hole.
All right.
Okay, so we're at your ball here, Mr. McDivitt.
Yep.
Since my ball's on the other side of the fairway over there, I think I'm going to take the cart over to my ball, okay? Kind of what we were talking about before, so you can grab your club and get your yardage and your club, and I'll go over and hit my ball, and I'll come back and get you after you hit.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, hit a good one.
Tim, I got the wrong club.
All right, I'll be over in a minute. Let me hit.
Okay.
What's wrong? You got the wrong club?
Yeah. I wanted to grab the 4, not the 5.
Well, you know, that's part of what we were talking about of Play Ready Golf. Now, I dropped you off first, so you have every opportunity to make sure you got your yardage right and the club you got right. Then when I leave, when I hit, you should have already hit by the time I got to my ball. So that's part of what we're talking about as far as, you know, having some efficiency to our time when we're out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've wasted probably at least a good minute and a half, 2 minutes, because you didn't get the right club originally after I dropped you off first. So,
Okay.
all right,
All right.
let's go see how you do here, and then we'll go up to our next shot. That's a good shot.
forgot the rake.
You forgot your rake?
Yeah.
Mr. McDivitt, you're killing me. We just talked about being ready and having the right equipment. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and putt up while you go get the rake, okay?
Okay, come on up.
You know, Mr. McDivitt, I noticed that you're raking all the way back to this edge of the bunker.
Yeah.
It probably would have been more efficient for you to enter the bunker over here on this side, which would have been closer to your ball, and you wouldn't have as much sand to rake. Take less time raking the bunker. So not only did you forget your rake and had to go back and get your rake, which wasted some time, now you're taking way too much sand, you know, you're too far away from the edge, where you could have been a lot closer.
Okay.
So it's little things, another tip that could have helped us save a little bit of time there. Now I noticed originally when you came out of the bunker you tapped your shoes in the rough.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it again, because you were just in the sand, but tap your shoes while they're over the sand. See? There you go. It gets the sand off of your shoes and keeps it in the bunker so you don't track sand on the green. All right, let's head on over, finish out the hole. Look at that, Mr. McDivitt.
Were those there before us?
Now we got a couple of pitch marks on the green here, so the group in front of us must not have fixed their ball mark. So, folks, here's another example of taking care of your golf course. I've got a pitch mark on the green here that wasn't repaired, so I'm going to go ahead and use, I have a tee on me. If you have a divot tool, that works as well. So just repair your pitch marks, enter in at an angle, and push the turf towards the center. And I'll tap it down, and look at that. Like it's not even there, Mr. McDivitt. Do the same thing, tap it down. So folks, it's not that difficult to fix your pitch marks on the green, just like filling in the divots as we saw Mr. McDivitt do back on the previous hole. It's just a matter of taking care of your course, okay? So we came up upon this green, we're hitting our shots, and there's 2 pitch marks on the green that were left from the group in front of us. So try to do better. If everyone does their part, it'll keep the golf course looking good. All right, let's go finish out the hole. Enjoyed that, Mr. McDivitt.
Yeah.
Hope you learned a little bit. Got some good pace of play tips.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
So folks, what you just saw here was the fact that when it comes to pace of play, it really doesn't matter what your skill level is. All that really matters are the little things that you do in between shots, you know. So if you can just take the time to play ready golf, be aware of your surroundings. When it's your turn, get ready to hit, and just show some efficiency out there. It can help everybody enjoy their golf experience a little bit more. So, is your phone on?
I think it is, yeah. I'm sorry.
Mr. McDivitt, you're killing me. Thanks for
I shut
watching,
it.
folks.